We're good. Good afternoon, softball fans, as we welcome you to Stratford. We have this Thursday afternoon matchup. It is the Stratford Tigers and the Assumption Royals here on Zaleski Sports and the Stratford Tigers YouTube page. My name is Mike Wendland. Vinny Villarreal doing the production this afternoon on a 57-degree Thursday. Mostly overcast, slight wind, but still a beautiful day for some high school softball as the Assumption Royals look to get to 4-0. Stratford looks to stem their two-game losing streak, get to 3-2 on the season. These two teams did meet a couple of days ago, and it was Assumption 10-0 behind Ava Schill, who is now 3-0 with 27 strikeouts in 15 innings, has allowed 2 hits, no runs on the season. For Stratford, they are keyed by Ali Zuliger, 2-2. With a 5.57 earned run average, and offensively, it is Bailey Linsmeyer. She's going to be starting in the circle today as well. She's hitting .600 on the season with 4 RBIs. She's scored 5 runs. Also has a double and a triple and a stolen base this season for Stratford. For Assumption, the key hitter, leadoff hitter Kristen Casey. The catcher is hitting .909, 10 for 11 through 3 games, has scored 9 runs, stolen 8 bases in those 3 games, and has driven in 1 to key the Royals to an incredible 3-0 start, 6-0 over Phillips on the April 29th, 15-0 over Prentice last Friday, and over Stratford on Tuesday afternoon, 10-0. For the Tigers, they took down Rib Blake on April 27th, 12-2, and then went to Prentice, won that one 22-3 on the 29th. They fell to Phillips on the 30th, 11-1, and to Assumption 10-0 back on Tuesday. Again, a big thanks to all of our great sponsors here at Zaleski Sports making this game possible. We'll hear about them throughout the course of this afternoon's game, as both coaches Pankratz and Schill talking with the umpires, getting all the ground rules underway, getting everything figured out and straightened out as we approach game number 4 for the Royals, 5 for the Tigers here in 2021. It's great to have baseball and softball back, and it's great to be with you guys right here on Zaleski Sports. I'll be back with you guys after our national anthem and closer to first pitch, right here on your high school home for sports, Zaleski Sports.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Roof Tech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Roof Tech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Roof Tech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Roof Tech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Roof Tech online at rooftechllc.com or Roof Tech LLC on Facebook.
Broadcasting live from Stratford as Bailey Linsmeyer takes her warm-up tosses from the circle here on the softball diamond, as it is Stratford and Assumption this afternoon here from beautiful Stratford, Wisconsin. And taking a look at the lineup for the Royals, they'll be leading off and doing the catching, and wearing number 3 for Assumption is Kristen Casey. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 1, Sammy Nelson. Batting third and playing second base, number 2, Kendall Schmidt. Hitting cleanup and doing the pitching, number 10, Ava Schill. Batting fifth in right field, number 6, Sadie Galbraith. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 12, Malia Colo. Batting seventh in left field, number 9, Abby Berard. Hitting eighth, playing first base, number 14, Maddie Abbott. And hitting ninth in center field, number 8, Lydia Smits. So again, for Assumption, that is Casey, Nelson, Schmidt, Schill, Galbraith, Colo, Berard, Abbott, and Smits. Your defense for the Stratford Tigers, Linsmeyer will be pitching, Meg Weesey doing the catching. From first to third, right to left, Sid Bushy at first. At second base is Ali Zuliger. At shortstop, Cressa Wenzel, and third base, Tessa Berg. In the outfield, left field to right field, number 2, Tessa Miller in left, Riley Flink in center, and Kylie Minecki in right. As the first pitch is down low and bounces into the plate for ball number 1 to Kristen Casey. Again, Casey, the spark plug of this lineup, hitting .909, 10 for 11. Through 3 games, she's driven in 1, scored 9, and stolen 8 bases. As she'll take that one down low as well. Casey, very patient, very, very fast, can get to first base in a blink of an eye if she drops a bunt down the third baseline. And she'll take one for a strike right on the inside corner. It's 2-1 your count to the Royal catcher. She'll slap one into right field, ground ball for the base hit. And Casey, right back on first base now, 11 of 12 batting this season. That'll bring in Sammy Nelson. She's hitting .571 this season. She's 4 of 7. She's drawn a couple of walks, scored 6 runs, and driven in 2. Open stance in the left-handed batter's box. Looking to drop a bunt down, attempt at second base, and Casey's got her 9th stolen base of the season. So 0-1 to Nelson. We'll see if they keep down the bunt sign. Get Casey over to third base with only 1 out potentially, or get runners on the corners. That's a strike, and it's 0-2 to the Royal shortstop. The 0-2, chop back to the circle, step and throw to first in time, but Casey's going to take third on the play. It's a productive out number 1 for Sammy Nelson. Now bring up Kendall Schmidt, the second baseman. On the season, she's 6 of 10, hitting .600. She's driven in 5, second on the team, scored 3. Third straight left-handed hitter for this Assumption lineup. Start things off. That's high, and it's ball number 1. Schmidt, number 2 again, Royals in the white jerseys, blue shoulders, blue pants, blue helmets. Stratford, they're all black with orange outlines, as that's going to be high for ball 2. Solid dimensions all around, a little bit of a higher outfield fence. And that misses. 3-0. Didn't miss by much, but it's ruled a ball. 3-0. And that's right down Main Street. That's 3-1 now to Kendall Schmidt. Runner on third, 1 out here in the top of the first. It was Casey who singled to right, stole second, advanced on the ground ball back to the circle. And that's ball 4, and it's a 1-out walk to Schmidt. Second walk, Schmidt's drawn through 4 games. That'll bring up pitcher Ava Schill. Schill hitting .286. She's driven in 2. Of course, the most damage she's done has been in the pitching circle. 27 strikeouts in 15 innings. She's allowed 2 hits this season. So that one's high. And the throw down to third as Schmidt will steal second as the throw in the third hits Casey, who's diving back to the bag. So now 2 on in scoring position for Assumption. Second and third, 1 out. Linsmeyer in the circle, her first appearance. She'll throw a strike. And it's 1-1. Assumption not afraid to cause problems on the base pass. They steal a lot of bases. As now a pop up, and that will drop. And so an infield hit brings in a run. So Schill will drive in a run. Her third of the season. Casey is in. Schmidt to third. And it is 1-0 now for Assumption as Sadie Galbraith steps into the box. The right-handed hitter hitting .571. She leads the team with 6 RBIs. She had 5 in the last game as Schill will take second. Another stolen base for Schill, as they will bring in a courtesy runner for Schill. Will be Jaden Glaza. As that'll be down and a bit outside for ball number 2. Galbraith again leading your RBI. Line drive to the gap, and that's going to drop. That'll drive in 2. Rounding third, Glazer will score without a throw. It's going to be a 2-run single for Galbraith. And it is 3-0 for the Assumption Royals. As that'll bring in Leah Colo, the 300 hitter. She's driven in 2, scored a couple of runs, playing third base today. As that'll be high and outside. Linsmeyer's trying to work through it. 1 out, runner on first. That's going to be a swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Ball started low. It stayed below the knees as well. And Cole swung right over the top of it. Ball and a strike. 1 out. That's popped up right in front of the plate, and that will roll foul. Catcher Megwisi never saw that softball. Spinning around trying to see where it was going to land. It landed fair, but then it took some backspin and bounced behind the plate, foul. And now it's 1-2. Galbraith on first, 1-2 to Colo. And off speed, misses high, 2-2 the count. 6-hitter up this inning, 3 runs in on 3 hits. That's down and away, and it runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Colo. Berard on deck. Top half of inning number 1. And that's high, and she comes all the way back, draws the second walk of the inning for the Assumption Royals, and that'll bring up Berard. Berard hitting .250. She's drawn 5 walks. She's 1 of 4 in the 3 games they've played, only one of which has actually gone the full 7 innings. The game against Prentice went 3 on Tuesday against Stratford, went 5. Berard right-handed hitter, closed stance, and she takes it high. That's the thing about this Assumption Royals team as well. They are patient. They know how they definitely are willing to make the pitcher throw and get only the pitch that they want in their spot. Ground ball to short. And that's bobbled. Throw to second, not in time. And scoring from second on the plate, Galbraith never stopped running, and it's 4-0. That'll be an E6 on the play. On shortstop, Cressa Wenzel. Ball stayed a little bit low, and she couldn't quite find it. And they're going to rule it an E6. Now with runners on first and second, Maddie Abbott steps up. She'll pop one, fouling out a play over toward the Assumption dugout, and it's 0-1. Abbott this year, she's 0 of 7. She's driven in a run, scored a couple. And that's going to get back to the screen, and that's going to advance the runners on the wild pitch. So now 1-1 with 2 runners on in scoring position. Already 4-0 Assumption here in the top of inning number 1. That's low as well. 2-1, 8th hitter up this inning for the Royals to start things off. And that's going to be high and outside. 3-1 to Abbott. Linsmeyer trying to find the zone. A little pop up to second. The call and the catch is made by Ali Zuliger, and there's 2 down. Runners can advance as that'll bring up Lydia Smits, the center fielder. She's hitting 167, 1 of 6 on the season. Scored a run, stolen a base. A right-handed hitter. Already 30 pitches for Linsmeyer this first inning, as that's high and away. Four runs in, 2 outs, 2 on for the Royals offense. Bailey Linsmeyer for Stratford trying to work out of the jam. Swing and a miss. Goes down and away, and Smith's right over the top of it. Good spot for the Stratford pitcher. Setting up outside again. Ground ball into the hole. Picked up out of bounds. There will be no play. It's going to be an infield single and an RBI. But the good play there at short by Wenzel saved a second run. But now Casey back up her second at bat of the inning. She singled and scored to start things off. First and third. She'll slap one to right. And it'll be caught out there in right to end the inning. But 5 runs come across the plate for Assumption. 5 runs, 4 hits. They leave 2. We've played 1/2 of an inning. It is 5-0 Assumption right here on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Ava Schill taking her warm-up tosses for Assumption. 5 runs to start the top of the first for the Royals, as she'll face the top of the Stratford order. And as she gets ready to get this bottom of the first underway, a quick reminder from our friends at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm's Garden Center is open. Pick up annuals, perennials, shrubs, and vegetables. Plus, make your yard look great with lawn fertilizers, tools, grass seed, power equipment, lawn mowers, and more. It's at Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. She will face Linsmeyer, Wenzel, and Berg to start things off for Stratford. And again, Schill coming in 3-0, 15 innings pitched in the 3 games, 2 hits, no runs, 5 walks, 27 strikeouts for a ERA of 0.0. Defense for Assumption. Obviously, Schill pitching. Catching is Casey. From third to first, left to right. Colo at third. At short is Nelson. Schmidt at second. Abbott at first. Left to right in the outfield, Berard, Smits, and Galbraith. Bailey Linsmeyer stepping into the box to start the bottom of the first for the Stratford Tigers. Linsmeyer hitting .600, leading the team 6 of 10 on the season, 4 RBIs, 5 runs scored. She's also stolen a base. Leads the team in hits and RBIs. And she will send one right back to the screen, just under it, on a rise ball from Schill, and it's 0-1. Again, about 57 degrees on this Thursday afternoon. Got a full host of games on the Zaleski Sports Networks. Go to ZaleskiSports.com to see the full lists, as that's off speed, and it's a swing and a miss. Lindsmeyer out in front, 0-2. Lindsmeyer, right-handed hitter against Stratford. Their black uniforms, orange outlines. That's down low with a fastball, 1-2. The 1-2. Good fight and a good swing. Fouls it back to the screen. Lindsmeyer seems to be getting her timing down against Ava Schill. Schill's not really had any sort of resistance to opposing hitters this season. Swing and a miss, though. That one off speed. The tag down. And it's strikeout number 28 on the season. And one out here in the bottom of inning number 1 brings up Cressa Wenzel. Shortstop hitting 167. She's driven in a run, drawn 3 walks, scored 3 runs in their 4 games. As the umpire now going to get the plate cleaned off. Another right-handed hitter. Stands pretty much straight on, straight aligned towards center. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Showing bunt, and she will drop it down, and it'll go foul. And it's 0-2 to Wenzel. Tessa Berg on deck. Near the bottom of the first. And that's going to be high and away, trying to get her to chase. Good eye from Wenzel to avoid it, and it's 1-2. But again, working fast. Schill gets the sign she wants. The 1-2 just out, and it's 2-2. Tried to hit the corner. Umpire with a distinct height advantage had a good look at that. Called it outside. And that's a swing and a miss on a high fastball, and it's 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up Tessa Berg playing third base. She's hitting .444. She's 4 of 9 on the season, tied for the team lead, driven in 4. And she has scored 7 runs to lead the team in runs and stolen bases with 3. Another right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. And cutting through another rise ball, and it's 0-2. Climbing the ladder. She'll looking to get one more strike, getting 1-2-3, bottom of the first. And that's popped up to center. Smits makes the call, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Stratford goes down in order with a couple of strikeouts. No runs, no hits, nobody left aboard. We've played 1 inning. It is Assumption 5 and Stratford nothing on your high school home for sports, Zaleski Sports.
This is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970, in 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
We've played 1 here from Stratford, 5-0 Royals, and as the final warm-up tosses get underway, quick reminder as well from our friends at Rapids Sheet Metal. Nobody enjoys being without comfort, even more so on the coldest time of the year. When your furnace is giving you trouble, give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble, and we'll get the comfort working again rapidly. Call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling, 715-301-0256. Visit online at rapidssheetmetal.com. Starting inning number 2 will be Nelson. She grounded out back to the pitcher in the top of the first. And she'll take one down and a bit inside for ball one. Assumption sent 10 hitters to the plate in the first, scored 5 runs on 4 hits. There was an error. That's popped up to left. On the run, the call, and the catch is made. For out number 1 by Tessa Miller. One up, one down for Kendall Schmidt. She walked, stole a base, and scored her first time up. Hitting .600 this season, 6 of 10. She'll take that one high and tight. 1-0 to the Royals' second baseman. And that one stays high. Let go of it a bit late, and it just kind of hung in her hand. And it's 2-0. Let's run of 4 straight left-handed hitters to start the lineup for Assumption. Very tough with the dimensions of a softball diamond. That's outside. 3-0. As that's ball 4, second walk of the game for Schmidt that she's drawn. Third in the game for Linsmeyer in the circle. And that'll bring up Ava Schill. She had an RBI single. Deflected by second base. She also scored a run. Or her courtesy runner scored a run. That's going to be pulled down the line. And it's going to be a double play. Diving catch made by Manicky. And the inning is over. She was rounding second. It's 9-3 on the putout. The double play ends the inning. Good swing, but we've now concluded 1.5. No runs, no hits.
To understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Ava Schill taking her warm-up tosses after hitting into that double play to end the top of the second. And as Stratford gets ready to head to the plate, quick reminder as well from our friends at Draxler Transport. Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities. They pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport is also a family-oriented company. They treat you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. It's going to be Denny, Weesey, and Flink to start things off for Assumption. Delaney Denis, 200 hitter. She'll hit one foul toward the Stratford police car, and that hits the cruiser for strike 1. Right off the right rear fender, closer to the bumper. Denny, a 200 hitter, like I said, leads the team 4 RBIs. That's right on the outside corner for strike 2.
Oh, their board's not working.
That's high, trying to get her to chase a riser. 1-2 the count. To the designated player today, Delaney Denis. She'll threw 11 pitches in that first inning. That's down and away. Got behind Casey, but ball 2 is the call. Umpire, so far a very good zone so far, very consistent. That's popped foul again and out of play. That one avoids all vehicles as it rolls toward the parking lot. Count stays 2-2.
No, not yet.
And again, pulled foul. Denise staying alive. That one just off the end of the bat, down the third base line. 7th pitch of the inning on the way.
Just look and see the picture. Yeah.
And that's fouled right back toward us. Luckily, there's a chain link fence there, and we will have 2-2 again. I'm hoping Vinny didn't flinch on that one.
Smallest amount.
And that's off speeds, cut through and missed for out number 1. 3rd strikeout for Ava Schill, her 30th of the season. As Meg Weezy will check in the catcher. Weezy hitting .300. She's driven in 2, scored 6. And that's cut through and missed right on the outside corner with a fastball. Showing bunt, she'll pull back, and it's down low into the screen. 1-1 the count. Again, Assumption working quick. Schill and Casey working well with each other. That's low. 2-1 the counts to the Tiger catcher. Weezy hands slightly apart in the right-handed batter's box. Slightly closed stance. She'll pop one foul over toward the concession stand and out of play. And it's 2-2. Stratford trying to find their timing. Second time in 3 days they faced Ava Schill. She gave up 1 hit in 5 innings last time. And another swing and a miss off speed, high and away, chased. And it's 2 up, 2 down for Riley Flink, the center fielder. Flink hitting 182, 3 RBIs, scored 3 runs on the first 4 games, left-handed hitter. Open stance, bat resting on that left shoulder. Takes it outside for ball 1. And that is ruled outside as well. 2-0 the count to the Stratford center fielder. Very good eye to take that. And she'll cut through one a little bit late on the fastball. 2-1 the count. If she were to reach, it'd be Sid Bushy to get that bat here in the second. As that's low and maybe a bit outside as well. 3-1 the count. Schill has walked 5 batters this season. And that's ground ball to third. And that's going to get past Colo into left field. And there's a 2-out base runner for the Tigers. We'll see how it's ruled. I tend to lean toward an E5, but we'll see what the official decision ends up being. And they're going to rule it an E5. Swing and a miss by Sid Bushy, playing first base. She's a .333 hitter. She's driven in a run. First base runner of the game for Stratford is Flink on first. That's going to be high and away. Good play by Casey to keep the runner on first, and it's 1-1. Tessa Miller on deck. Cut through and missed on another rising fastball. It's 1-2. Was she choking up on the bat? Right-handed hitter for the Tigers. And a swing and a miss on the outside corner. Schill ends up striking out the side, but they do get a runner. So no runs on no hits. There was an error and a runner left on. We've played 2 complete innings here from Stratford. It is Assumption 5 and Stratford nothing on Zaleski Sports.
snow piles up quickly, remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Top half of inning number 3 for the Assumption Royals. They got 5 in the first. They had a runner on in the second, and a deep fly ball to right was caught on a nice play out there by Kylie Manecki. And they doubled off the runner, Schmidt trying to get back as she was rounding second.
Hey, move your squad car, would you?
Now stepping in will be Sadie Galbraith. She had a 2-run single her first time up. And she'll take it high for ball number 1 here in the third. Linsmeyer back in the circle, her third inning of work as a pitcher. It'll be Galbraith, Colo, and Berard for the Royals. Little flare towards center. And that's going to drop for a leadoff single. As Galbraith's 2 for 2. So that'll bring up Colo. She drew a walk and scored her first time up. Worked it back from 0-2. Dropping a bunt down, and she will foul tip it away for strike number 1. 0-1 the count to the Royal third baseman. Swing and a miss on an off speed, and it's 0-2. And she will pull one foul and stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes to Malia Colo, third baseman. Again, she came in hitting .300. Had a big game against Prentice last Friday. Fly ball to left, and that's going to get to the fence. Galbraith around second. She'll be on her way to third, and she will hold there on a double for Colo. And that ball was stung to left. Got to the fence. Second double of the season for Colo. Now second and third with nobody out for Berard. Reached on an error in the first inning. Getting close stance for Berard. That's high, and a good play by Weezy to keep that from getting back to the fence for ball 1. That's low, and a very good block again by Weezy, doing good work behind the plate. One of the unsung things of playing baseball or softball is if you have a catcher who can block, that is a huge benefit. And a little pop-up to short. The call and the catch is made by Wenzel, and there's the first out. That'll bring up Abbott. She popped up to second base her first time up. Abbott, right-handed hitter, hitting in the 8th spot this afternoon. Dropping a bunt down, the squeeze is on. And they're going to have Galbraith caught a rundown. Great play. And the tag made. Beautifully executed play by Stratford. And Galbraith is caught. 1-5 on the putout. So Abbott will reach on the fielder's choice. And Colo has to hold at second. A great play by Linsmeyer. Pump faked to first and then threw back to third. Galbraith was going to go on the throw and got caught. That'll bring up Lydia Smits. Share an RBI single as that gets through. And everyone's going to go on the wild pitch. Everyone advances a base. Now second and third. One and 0 the count. That's high, 2-0. That's high, 3-0. Something to keep an eye on as well. Casey on deck. Casey already with 11 hits on the season. And there's a strike. Three and 1 the count to Smits. This is the hitter you want if you're Stratford. And it's ball 4, and it's the walk, and the bases are loaded for Kristen Casey. Casey 1 of 2. Single and a run back in the first. She flew out to right in the second. Or she flew out to right to end the first, so she went 1 for 2 in the first inning. Left-handed hitter, a lot of speed. Not afraid to drop a bunt down either. If they think that Colo can score, I can see her. And the slow approach, trying a slap hitter, goes low and away for ball 1. Top of the third, 5-0 Assumption, bases loaded. Lindsmeyer gets her sign and takes it high and away, 2-0. Nelson stands on deck. Casey, 11 of 13 on the season. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Casey was going to take until there was a strike thrown. Came in at 909 hitting. Number you only see really in video games or movies. That's high, 3-1. Throw back to first, diving back in, Colo safely. Three and 1 the count. Kristen Casey in the deck, left-handed hitter. Gets her sign. You gotta think it's, unless it's in a single spot, she'll be taking all the way. And it's down low, and it's gonna be an RBI walk for Casey. Her second RBI of the season. And it is a 6-0 Assumption lead here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Sammy Nelson. She's 0 for 2. Ground ball up the middle and a fly ball to the left. That's high, ball 1. Lindsmeyer with back-to-back walks. She's given up 2 hits in this inning. That's lined toward the third base coaching box. Trying to go to left with it a little bit late, and it's 1-1. Ball and a strike. Lindsmeyer back in the circle, getting her sign from Wheezy, the catcher. Looking to go up in the zone. Just miss, maybe a touch high, and it's 2-1. If she were to reach, Schmidt would get an at-bat. Ground ball past the diving shortstop. That'll get in 2. And a 2-run single for Sammy Nelson. It is 8-0 Assumption. Casey takes third. just past the diving Wenzel. And now Schmidt, who has not had an official at bat. She's drawn a couple of walks this game. Would have been a tough play for Wenzel if she comes up with that cleanly. With just getting behind her, allowed that second run in. That's going to bounce through, and Weezy with the block taking second is Nelson. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss off speed, and it's 1-1 to Kendall Schmidt. Schill stands on deck. Royals up 8-0 now, top of the third. That misses out, 2-1. Again, a very consistent, albeit tight zone here at home plate for both teams. They've had a couple really close pitches that were not called. That's a fly ball to relatively routine center. The call and the catch is made, and the inning is over. But the Royals strike for 3 more runs. On 3 hits, they leave a couple. We've played 2.5. It is 8-0 Assumption.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Back here as we wait for Kristen Casey to get the catcher's gear on to let Schill take her warm-up tosses, and as she does that, quick reminder as well from our friends at Scott Krug. And according to Scott Krug at Next Home Partners Realty, he has never seen a better time to sell, and home values are at an all-time high. So turn to a trusted voice in the community at the top seller firm, you know, the one with the little orange dog. Scott Krug at Next Home Partners is the best choice for your real estate needs. Scott serves the Wisconsin Rapids and Northern Adams and Juneau County areas. Designation as a senior real estate and resort second home specialist makes Scott a great fit to help you reach your goals. Contact Scott Krug at Next Home Partners for your next move. Royals lead this one 8-0 here from Stratford. Bottom half of inning number 3, Tessa Miller leading things off, the left fielder for the Tigers. She's hitting .429 on the season, 4 RBIs, tied for the team lead with 3 of her teammates. And there's a fastball for a strike. Five strikeouts for Schill through the first couple of innings. That's low with another fastball, 1-1. Allie Zuliger sits on deck. Zuliger was the pitcher for the first 4 games. And there's a swing and a miss on another fastball, and it's 1-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and there's out number 1. Now to bring up Allie Zuliger. She's 1 of 9 on the season, scored a couple of runs, drawn a couple of walks. Right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss on another fastball. Linsmeyer sits on deck, top of the order. Pop foul and toward the press box. And we'll see if it starts to roll back. And it will not. 0-2. I will let Vinny keep an eye on that. If you hear a thud, that's me getting hit in the head with a softball. 0-2 to Zuliger. Popped right back to the screen on a foul tip. And it stays 0-2 to the Tigers' second baseman. Of course, Everything pretty busy today here from Stratford. Baseball going on their diamonds. Track and field going on the track, of course. And there's another foul back to the screen. Zuliger with a good cut. As his sun's starting to peek out on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. And she's looking for her 7th strikeout. And tries to get her to chase one, bounces in. It's 1-2. Another foul tip. Currently about 55 degrees outside. Count remains 1-2 to Allie Zuliger. And another foul tip. Good job by Zuliger staying alive. Has thrown 44 pitches so far. Tigers looking for a 1-out base runner. And that's down. Good pick by Casey. 2-2. She'll getting the sign. 2-2. Line drive to the left center field gap, and that is down, and that'll get to the fence. Zuliger on her way to second, and she'll slide in safely with a 1-out double.
I'm going to go grab that marker just in case.
Runner on second, now 1 out. For the top of the order, Linsmeyer now will step in with a runner on second. Only the 3rd hit allowed by Schill this season. Linsmeyer steps into the box with 1 out. That's popped foul and back to the screen. 0-1 to Linsmeyer. She struck out swinging. Let's start at the bottom of the first. Had a couple good swings, though. It seemed like she had Schill timed, but it looked like an off-speed pitch got her back in the first. That's fouled back toward the parking lot again. That'll roll for a while, and it's 0-2. 8 runs on 7 hits with an error for Assumption. No runs, 1 hit, and an error for Stratford. Bottom half of the third, runner on second is Zuliger. She doubled into the left center field gap, went to the fence. And strike 3 looking right on the outside corner. Linsmeyer might have been looking off speed, and she gets frozen for out number 2. 7th strikeout for Schill, and that'll bring up Wenzel. She struck out swinging as well back in the first. And it starts to get a little bit colder. Wind picking up a little bit, and clouds rolling through. There's a strike. And it's 0-2 to Kressel Wenzel. Trying to get her to chase a rising fastball. She does not. It's 1-2 now to the Stratford shortstop. Bottom of the third, runner on second, 2 outs. Schill gets a swing and a miss. She ends up striking out the side again, but she does give up her first hit of the night. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We have played 3 complete. It is 8-0 Assumption on your high school home for sports, Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Linsmeyer taking her warm-up tosses, the throw down to second, and it will be Assumption stepping into the box with Schill. And as she does that, a quick reminder as well from Spectrum Benefit Solutions. They've got offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and in Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes. They help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Schill 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Single and an RBI. As that one hits her, and she'll go to first. So she will remain 1 for 2. And that'll bring up Galbraith. She's 2 for 2. She's driven in a couple of runs, scored 1 as well. Galbraith, right-handed hitter, stepping into the box. The first righty in the lineup. Off speed, strike 1. And she'll take one a little bit off speed and a little bit high. 1-1 the count to the Royal right fielder. Runner on first, nobody out, top of the 4th. Popped up towards second base. The call and the catch is made for out number 1. Zuliger makes the call and the play. 1 out. For Malia Colo, she is 1 for 1. She doubled and scored back in the 3rd, walked and scored back in the 1st. That's inside for ball 1. Jane Glaze on first. She's the courtesy runner for Schill, who was hit by a pitch to start the inning off. Linsmeyer off speed, a foul from Colo, and it's 1-1 to the Royal third baseman. Of course, again, baseball to the left of me, track to the right. And here I am stuck in the middle with softball with an 8-0 Assumption lead as that's high for ball 2. Great day around Stratford. Busy spring day. 2-1 to Colo. And it's high and away, 3-1 your count. Berard stands on deck, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. 5 runs in the first, 3 in the 3rd for Assumption. And that's high for ball 4. Second walk that Colo's drawn today will bring up Berard. She's 0 for 2. Sixth walk for Linsmeyer. Berard swing and a miss on an off speed. And it's 0-1 to the Royal left fielder. Berard with a very good eye. She's drawn 5 walks this season. Only 6 official at bat. She's 1 of 6 now, with factoring in these 2 today, as that one's high and away for ball 1. Off speed, trying to frame it. It stays outside, and it's 2-1 to Abby Berard. Abbott stands on deck. Line drive, foul down the right field line. It's 2-2. So a little bit late on that one. Berard got a good portion of the barrel on the ball, but just a little bit late with the timing. And it goes foul. 2-2 the count. 1 out, runners on first and second. Glazer the runner on second base. Colo on first. And that's a good block by Megaweezy. And it's 3-2. Berard stands closed at the plate. And that's outside for ball 4. So bases are loaded for Maddie Abbott. Abbott's over 2, scored a run on a fielder's choice when was trying the squeeze play. Fly ball to left center. Long run. The call, and it's dropped out and left. That'll get a run in. And Abbott reaches on the E7. She'll get an RBI. It would have been a sacrifice fly. And the bases remain loaded. It's 9-0 now. As Lydia Smits will check in. She's 1 for 1. Drove and run with a single in the first. Walked and scored in the third. So everybody's safe. Bases remain loaded with 1 out. And she will pop one. And it'll land and roll foul for strike 1. So right now, no RBI on the play. They're going to call it just a straight error. In left on that play by Abbott. It was a long run for Tessa Miller, but it hit right in the web of the glove and dropped. Ground ball to short. Step, and it's going to be safe at home. As the throw a little bit low, Weesey couldn't handle it. Colo scores. And now 10-0 Royals on the fielder's choice. And now Casey will step in. She's 1 for 2. Drew a walk, drove in a run. Back in the third. And that's going to bounce in. Gets behind Weezy, but no advance, so bases remain loaded. (10-0) Royals. 2 runs out. 2 runs in here in the fourth. And that's outside. 2-0 to Casey. That's high, 3-0 to Casey. Popped up. Infield fly rule is called. Batter is out, but everyone can advance, and they will. So the infield fly rule, but everyone advances. You're allowed to advance on your own volition on an infield fly rule. So Casey is out, 2 outs, run in. And it's 11-0 in favor of Assumption. Now bring up Nelson. She's 1 for 3. Ground ball. And a foul ball down the first base line. Fourth at bat of the afternoon for Sammy Nelson. Single back in the third, drove in a couple of runs. And there's strike 2. The Royal shortstop. Top of the fourth, it is 11-0 Royals. 3 runs in here in this fourth inning. That's down low. Weesey makes the block. No advance. So far, 3 runs on no hits this inning. A couple of walks, a couple of errors. And now runners on second and third. Ground ball to short. Wenzel makes a play, step and throw. In time to make the play and end the inning. But Assumption scores 3 more, again, on no hits. There was a couple of errors, so 3 in the game, and they leave 2 on. We've played 3.5. It is 11-0 Royals.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Bottom of the fourth on the way for Stratford. And as they do, quick reminder as well that Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. Bottom of the fourth, it'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Tiger order. Tessa Berg lead things off. She flew out to center her lone time up back in the first inning. Second leading hitter on average as she takes strike 1. Avish this game, 3 innings, 1 hit, struck out 8. That's outside for ball 1. Line score 11 runs, 7 hits and an error for Assumption, no runs, 1 hit, and 4 errors for Stratford. That's popped foul. And out of play down the right field line. Time called by the coach in the third base box, Coach Pankratz. Getting the sign right with a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to third baseman Tessa Berg. Inside for ball 2. She'll try to hit the corner. Definitely no leeway for either team on the corners this afternoon. Umpire, very consistent zone, but smaller than usual, what you'd expect in conference softball, as that's low for ball 3. Got a little bit of drizzle dropping, not much. That's popped foul and out of play. As it does begin to rain. Ground ball into left for a leadoff single for Tessa Berg. As that'll bring up Delaney Denis. She is 0 for 1, struck out swinging, back in the second. There's a strike on the outside corner. Delaney, the designated player today. Manecki, the flex. Manecki. Swing and a miss on another fastball. As those little water droplets continue to fall from the sky here in the 4th inning. Strike 3 called on the outside corner right at the knees, and there's 1 out. 9th strikeout of the game for Schill. We'll bring up Meg Weezy. She struck out swinging back in the second as well. Ground ball back to the circle. They'll step and dropped at second, and everybody's safe. One out, runners on first and second after the error. Brings up Flink. She reached on an error. There's a strike. And it's 0-1. That's fouled back and out of play. 0-2 to center fielder Riley Flink. One out here in the 4th. It's 11-0 Assumption. Runners on first and second on a hit and an error. Casey makes the pick. 1-2. The 1-2, down low again, Casey with the pick, 2-2. Sid Bushy stands on deck, looking to get a run with either a run in or the base is loaded and only 1 out. But right now, it is 2-2 to the left-handed hitting center fielder, Riley Flink. That's low and we go full, 3-2. Schill gets her sign from her catcher, Casey. That's low, ball 4. And the bases are loaded as Casey will go and talk to Ava Schill. Bases loaded for Sid Bushy, the first baseman. She's 0 for 1, had a strikeout. Coach Schill talking to his pitcher. Now trying to keep the shutout alive. They have gone 18 innings now without a run this season. There's a strike. Sid Bushy now Schill, 3 1/3, 2 hits, so walk and 9 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Corners playing in. Count 0-2, trying to get the force at home. Just out, trying to get the corner. It's 1-2. Pop foul and out of play again. As now the sun starts to peek back out, the clouds rolling past. We had a few minutes of some sprinkles. More annoying than anything. As Ava Schill gets the sign with a 1-2 count to Sid Bushy. Swing and a miss, and 2 outs. It's a big strikeout for Assumption, as now Tessa Miller will step in. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. 10th K of the game for Ava Schill. And there's a strike. There's only been 1 out on a ball that has been put in play today. That was a fly ball to center back in the first by Berg. Everything else has been either a strikeout, a hit, or an error, or in 1 walk. That's low, ball 1. A ball and a strike to the number 8 hitter, Tessa Miller, the left fielder. Ground ball back to the circle. Schill takes steps, throws, and makes the play to end the inning. Stratford leaves them loaded with no runs on another hit. There was an error. And 3 left aboard. We've played 4 complete. It's 11-0 Royals on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Top half of inning number 5 for Assumption and Stratford. It's 11-0 Royals. Linsmeyer back out to throw her 5th inning. She'll face Schmidt, Schill, and Galbraith. 3, 4, and 5 in the Royal order. And she'll bounce one in for ball 1 to Kendall Schmidt. Schmidt 0 for 1, a couple of walks and scored a run today. She flew out to center her last time up. Schmidt came into the season 6 of 10 in the first 3 games for the Royals this season. Off speed, hits the corner for strike 1. Again, you can definitely see a theme for the Royals, being patient, taking a strike. That's down and a bit in. 2-1 the count to the Royals' second baseman. Trying to get some insurance runs and have a chance to end the game next in the bottom half of this inning. That's outside, 3-1. Linsmeyer's thrown 99 pitches so far. 11 runs, 6 of them earned. Fly ball to right center. Long run, and the catch is made out there by Flink. Great play for out number 1. So now here's Ava Schill. Schill 1 for 2. RBI single in the first. Flew into a double play back in the second, and then got hit by a pitch in the fourth. That's high, ball 1. And so far, the batting line for Lindsmeyer, 4 1/3, 7 hits, 11 runs, 6 earned, 7 walks. Did not have a strikeout yet today. That's low for ball 2. Lindsmeyer over the century mark in the circle. As that's down low, 3-0 now to Schill. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Schill. Third time she's reached base today. As Glaza will courtesy run. Glaza scored twice today as a courtesy runner. Now 4 runs scored for her this season. She's not having an official at bat either. Galbraith 2 for 3, takes one high. She popped up to second the last time up, but an RBI, 2 RBI single back in the first. A single back in the third. She was picked off of third base. And a really, really nice play by Lindsmeyer. They attempted the squeeze. Line drive to left. And Miller is there to make the catch for out number 2. Ball was hit right on the nose, right off the barrel, but right to the left fielder who barely had to move for out number 2. That'll bring up Kolo, who's 1 for 1 with a double. She scored 3 times on a couple of walks. 2 outs, a runner on first, top half of inning number 5. As that's ball 1 high and away. Lindsmeyer comes set. Is going to bounce in. Good block by Meg Weesey. She's done a very, very good job behind the plate today. As that's high, and that one's going to get by. And Glazer will take second on what will be a wild pitch. As I was going to say, I was going to quote legendary hockey goalie Arturs Urbe, who says when you have to be there, whether a catcher or a goalie, just like Wall. Keep everything in front. And Weezy's done a very good job of that this afternoon. 3-0 the count to Kolo. Berard stands on deck. And it's high for ball 4. Kolo's 3rd walk that she's drawn today. So Berard, she's 0 for 2. She walked and scored last time up. Reached on an error back in the first. Popped to short back in the third. As that's down and in the dirt. First and second, 2 outs for the Royals here in the top of the 5th. They lead 11-0. 5 runs in the first, 3 each in the third and fourth. That's going to be fouled off. And it's 1-1 to Abby Berard. That's going to be just a bit high, maybe a touch outside. It's 2-1. A couple of walks this inning. Royals only have 7 hits today. 4 of which were in that first inning. And that's high, 3-1. Berard with an exceptionally good eye. She's drawn 6 walks this season, and now 7 as that one's down in the dirt. And the bases are loaded once again for Maddie Abbott. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Looks like he's going to be Anna Tagarelli. So Tagarelli will hit. here in the 5th is a pinch hitter. Right-handed hitter. She's 1 for 1 this season. Had an RBI hit against Prentice and also scored a run. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. I think it'll be 1 and out for Tagarelli. Abbott will check back in to play defense in the bottom half of this 5th inning. And that's going to get back to the screen, and it bounces back to Weezy. And so the runners have to hold. Not a lot of room behind home plate. So if it gets a bounce like that, it'd be very tough to score. Has to almost skip away left or right. Ground ball foul down the first base line. It's 1-2 to Anna Tagarelli. Way number 4 coming off the bench. Pinch hitting for Abbott here in the 5th inning. So 11 Royals have seen the field in this one. That's going to be high. Lydia Smith's due up next. Swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits. There were no errors, but they did leave 3 on. We've played 4.5. It's 11-0 for the Assumption Royals.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems.
He's on the way back.
Our campus also includes our exclusive factory acceptance testing center with full service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Bottom half of inning number 5. Stratford needs 2 runs to keep this game going. It'll be 9-1-2. Zuliger will lead things off. She doubled as she swings and misses on a fastball for strike 1. She doubled into the left center field gap her first time up. It was the first hit of the game. She'll looking for her 4th complete game. Swing and a miss again. 0-2 to Zuliger. Linsmeyer stands on deck. It'll be Zuliger, Linsmeyer, and Wenzel here in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Michelle with her 11th strikeout of the afternoon. Linsmeyer 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts today. Caught looking her last time up in the 3rd. Fouled off of Casey and off the fence as well. 0-1 your count to Stratford's starting pitcher this afternoon, Bailey Linsmeyer. That's a pop-up to shallow left on the run. The catch is made out there by Sammy Nelson for out number 2. A couple of steps onto the outfield grass. Nelson runs it down. And that'll leave things up to Cressa Wenzel. She is 0 for 2. As the Royals looking for their 3rd consecutive shortened game. And she'll drop one down, and it'll roll foul. 0-1 the count on Wenzel. Strike two right on the outside corner. Now one strike away from ending this one. If Wenzel reaches, Burgle getting it back. Outside, 1-2. And she takes that one for ball two, high and away. Pop foul. And Wenzel stays alive. Pop foul again and out of play. Off the equipment shed down the first baseline. And a full slate of events here in this complex. Baseball playing off to my left at the football field, and the track and field meet going on. And there's a ground ball to second. Step and throw in time, and that will end the game. No runs, no hits, nobody left aboard, and this one is over. After 5 innings, it was Assumption 11 and Stratford 0. Stay tuned for your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. That's coming up next on your high school home for sports, Zaleski Sports.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6150, and so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, setting it in the store, sending it to the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans are they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year. But yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them a sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done.
We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Letta, Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to Stratford. It was an 11-0 win for the Assumption Royals. Time now for your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy again with fresh cheese curds made daily, so go to NasonvilleDairy.com today. Taking a look at some of the numbers from this one. It was 11 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors for Assumption. No runs, 2 hits, 4 errors for Stratford. Ava Schill gets her 4th win of the season. 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 11 strikeouts as the shutout streak continues. Bailey Linsmeyer, she'll take the loss. 5 innings, 7 hits, 11 runs, 6 earned. Walked 10, struck out 1 for Stratford this afternoon. RBIs on the evening to Kristen Casey with 1, Nelson with 2, Galbraith with 2, Schill with 1, and Smits with 2 RBIs this afternoon as well, as they take this one again 11-0. 4 stolen bases as well for Assumption. Nelson, Schmidt, Schill, and Casey all with stolen bases, and Glaze also with a couple of runs scored as a courtesy runner. Schill threw 90 pitches, 65 of them for strikes with her 11 strikeouts. Linsmeyer threw 121 pitches for Stratford. So Assumption gets to 4-0 in the season. Stratford to 2-3. They drop as Vinny's over there hoping a chance to talk to coach. We'll bring him over here, hopefully bring a player as well to be in our highlight house this afternoon. As the Royals take this one in 5, 11-0.
How you doing?
Too bad yourself.
Oh, wonderful. Charlie Nelson.
Nelson?
I think we met once before.
I think so. As we're joined now by Coach Charlie Nelson of Assumption. And Coach, third straight 5-inning or less win. Just another really strong performance from your team. I guess talk about what you guys saw today and how it's going to go forward the rest of this year.
I really was happy with the way we came out in the first inning. I mean, come out, get 5 runs on the board, kind of get our pitchers settled in. We're hitting the ball pretty hard. I mean, we had a lot of balls get caught that game that were struck well, and I just liked we talked to the girls about their energy coming out of the gate, and it's served us well here the last 4 games, so we like that.
And the one thing I've noticed as well has been the patience of your team. He seems to be always take a strike, work the count, find a way on base anyway, whether it's a hit batter, a walk, error, whatever it takes. But you just get on base and good things will happen. And it seems like you guys have really embraced that this year.
Yeah, we're thinking really hard about drivable pitches early in the count. If we're going after something, we want something that's going to have a little mustard on it. Try and hit it hard. And we've drawn some long walks. I think we had a couple 3-2 walks tonight. And in general, when we got pitches in the zone, I was really happy with the way we were getting after it a little bit.
And then on the other side, looking at you've had a very strong defense all year, but also Ava's been an absolute dynamo in the circle. Another 11 strikeouts today, only 1 walk, and 2 hits. It seemed like I think it's a season high that she's given up with 2 hits. I guess talk about what you're seeing from her and how it's kind of king this team.
She's a rock star. I mean, she's throwing hard. She hits her spots. She's tough to barrel up. One of the things we talked really hard to our girls about today is when it's hard when you have a girl piling up strikeouts to always be ready defensively. We got to be expecting this is the one. And it's easier said than done, but in general, we've done a good job. We've covered the bunt really well. We've taken away bunts because that's something people are going to do to us when they start to pile up some strikeouts, but Ava's been really good.
And it seems like she's working really well with Casey back behind the plate. I don't know if you guys are calling it from the dugout or if she's calling the game herself behind the plate, but it seems like the chemistry is there that I really don't see any shakeoffs, any sort of hesitation. It's get on the rubber and let's go.
They've been pitching and catching together since they were both 9 years old, which is a really nice little group. They're good friends, and they work well together. And Ava's got a mixture of pitches, which is really helpful, and Chrissy understands them, and she's able to give us a couple calls and frame them up for us.
Absolutely. Well, again, Coach, congratulations. If there's a chance you can send a player over here for our player of the game, that'd be great. Sounds great. Thank you. Sounds great. We'll be talking to Ava in just a couple of seconds. 11-0 Assumption gets the win over Stratford in 5 innings. And that's Coach Nelson breaking down this one as Assumption for the 3rd consecutive game ends it early. 15-0 over Prentice in 3 innings last week, and then over Stratford 10-0 on Tuesday, and now 11-0 today. Here from Stratford, as we will be joined live on your Nasonville Dairy post-game show by Ava Schill. And first of all, congratulations on your 4th win. I guess kind of break down what you're seeing from these hitters today, because it seems like no one's been able to really hit you all year.
I don't know. I guess when we played Stratford first, I guess they really couldn't pick up the speed, but definitely today they picked up on their speed, and our defense was ready for it. So that was really good that our defense was ready.
For sure, and I talked to Coach, and it seems like you and Christy seem to be really dialed in. You said you guys have been pitching and catching together for a long time, and how important is that for you to know that you have someone you can really trust calling back there, so you don't have to really shake anything off, and you can just get set and go?
It's really important because we're best friends. We've known each other since we could talk. We're really close, and we just have the connection.
And also, offensively, I mean, you hitting that cleanup spot, had another hit today. You guys are getting on base at a large rate, and getting those 5 runs early seemed to really key you guys, because offense kind of slowed a little bit, but knowing you guys can score almost and get on base whenever you need to, it's got to feel pretty good for you guys.
Yeah, it does, especially when everyone's contributing. It really helps out a lot, and everyone's energy is high.
Absolutely. So we're going to do one more thing for you. If you see the camera up in the press box up there, I'm going to give you the microphone. I'll count you. You'll just say your name and that you're in the house, all right?
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll just get out of the way. So just look up at the camera in 3, 2. So 3, 2, 1.
I'm Ava Schill, and I'm in the house.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ava. Good luck the rest of the year. That's Ava Schill, our Highlight House player of the game for the Assumption Royals, as they take this one over the Stratford Tigers 11-0. And that being said, we will wrap things up here from Stratford. That has been your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Get Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds that are made daily, so go to NasonvilleDairy.com. For Vinny Villarreal, this is Mike Wendland saying so long. One more time, your final score in 5 innings, it was Assumption 11 and Stratford 0. From all of us here at your high school home for sports, Zaleski Sports, everyone enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Stay safe and have a great night, everybody. Good night.